Some things should be said.
Or shouldn't.
Oh, it's on.
With Juan
And Sean. How do you say hello in German?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. One of the most easiest things to remember in German, and I could not remember it because I was put on the spot for this episode of Oh, It's On.
With Juan
And Sean. And today we are going to be talking about Germany. Now, why were you in Germany at one point, Juan?
I was in Germany because I was stationed there.
Ooh, how long?
Oh, I was there for a good year.
What were you doing there?
There, I had to protect the diplomats. Had to make sure they had to be safe.
Ooh, was that like an embassy job?
It was an embassy job.
So it's a cush job?
Very, dude. It was great.
How did you get that? Just random assignment?
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a drink out of his Del Taco.
That's right. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That was a great assignment, dude.
Dang, it's like... that's the one that talks about the military. Like, some people get these sweet assignments, and other people have to go to, like, Korea.
Yeah.
Which some people like.
Korea was nice. I liked it there.
Oh, you were in Korea, too?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this ain't about Korea. This is about Germany. So, what is one thing that sticks out to your head about Germany?
Ooh, the hot chicks.
Ooh, tell us more.
Oh my God, these German women, they're nice and tall. They're all lean, tight bodies because they're always walking around everywhere, so they're always getting their exercise. And my God, dude. And the great thing about it is like there's a pub everywhere, pub. No matter where you go, you could always take her. I was like, well, let's go get a drink. Okay. Spark a conversation right there.
Did they love American soldiers?
That I do not know because I was stationed for the embassy duty.
What city?
I was in Frankfurt.
Oh.
I know there was I think there was a Army/Air Force base there.
In Frankfurt, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's where when the soldiers are injured in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
If they need next level, they take them to Frankfurt.
Okay. Yeah, but we were at the at the consulate, but there it's like we had our own our own house.
Okay.
So that's where we stayed. We couldn't wear our uniforms, only inside the consulate.
Mm-hmm.
So every time we had to go anywhere, it was only civilian outfits.
Holy kush.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was great.
So you were there for a full year.
Yeah.
So I had an ex-girlfriend in Germany, so I went out to Germany a few times. The biggest time that I can remember was going out there during the carnival. It was a big deal. Like, I wasn't in Frankfurt. I went to Cologne.
Was it like Oktoberfest for them?
No, it's kind of, from what I understand, it's like the harvest. Like, you heard of the carnival in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. It's like...
Damn, you know what, dude? Honestly, what I remember from Frankfurt, it's like every other week there was like a festival going on.
Oh, yeah.
In that town.
So it could have blended in.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, we're heading out there and it's like festival going on. Or there's parties going on. Or they got like some live bands going. Kind of like right now, before this COVID started shit.
Yeah.
You know, you have like Coachella and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, back then it was like normal to have it like every other week.
Oh, geez. So this this carnival, because my ex was like, get ready, this is crazy. And I was like, okay, I've been to Vegas, I've seen crazy. And I've been here when I first turned 21, I came to Vegas for New Year's. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I want to do this for every year for the rest of my life. And then I did it for like 3 years and then I just stopped. But, because, you've done it. And I was like, all right, show us what this carnival is. Dude, I get there. She's like, wear a costume. Everybody wears a costume. And I'm like, yeah, right. Not everybody wears a costume. So I wear my Luigi outfit thing. And she bought me this. It was like an ammo belt, but it had shots in it instead of shotgun shells.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And we go out, dude. And it literally, there was one person out of the thousands of people that I saw. She looked like she just got off work, but everybody else was in a uniform, in a costume. It was so crazy, dude.
Damn. And you know what how also got around talking over there?
How? Well, they all speak English.
English. I mean, not all.
Most of them.
But yeah, but mostly, like if you were like going to like with like certain areas where hardly Americans weren't around, dude, I got around just speaking Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them speak Spanish. I was like, holy shit.
Uh-huh. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed either.
I thought maybe you got around because like people want to practice their English and they say, oh, this guy speaks English. And that didn't happen much?
Not much.
Oh.
But I'll tell you what, it's like everywhere I went, it's like, fuck, people were friendly. Because for some reasons, like when you went like into a pub or something, like a kind of like a place to eat, if there was like an open chair, you could actually go sit there. You know, and then you could like interact with everybody and talk.
Yeah.
It's not like here where it's like, okay, well, you know, I got my friend's family sitting here and then a stranger comes, sits down. Okay, now it's awkward.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
over there, it wasn't. It was like, oh, well, there's an empty chair. Plop my ass down. They start talking, and you start talking to them. Dude. It's like, I just made friends. I was like, wow.
I remember the one time I did that. It was in Florida. We just finished a group of, well, I had one friend there. I went to visit him, and I became friends with all of his friends. I was drunky drunk, so I was very social. And we went to Denny's, and everybody sits down at the table. There's no seats left. And there was this seat of like 3 cougars, or a table of 3 cougars, and there was one open seat. And I was like, I'm fine. I'll sit with these ladies. And I went over and sat with them. I ate dinner with them. And everybody on their table was laughing at me. And I'm like, you didn't have room for me. So I hung out with these people. Anyways, I'm sorry. It was just so funny because everybody was like, what the F is he doing? But to me, that seems kind of normal. That'd be cool. I wish we could have that over here.
Yeah.
And we just don't at all. Maybe we should start it. But so as I was talking about the carnival thing,
Yeah.
so she's like, my ex was like, there's this parade. This parade goes on for hours. And I'm like, no parade goes on for hours if it's not gay. And nothing against gays or nothing. That's just true. And, dude, we walk up. It was funny because when we walked to where the parade was, we walked for like 3 or 4 blocks and it was dead silent. There was nobody because everybody was already at the parade spot. And dude, this parade went on for like 5 hours. And the whole time, like the first float came by and there were 3 trailers hooked up to the float. And each trailer was full of candy. And they weren't little Tootsie Rolls or Jolly Ranchers. These were bars of candy.
Damn.
And there's people on every single float, dude, just throwing bars for 5 to 6 hours of just bars. All the little kids, dude. Carmella! She's candy, I guess, over there. Carmella! That's all you hear for 5 hours. And there's just candy, dude. After like 2 hours, I was like, oh my God, I have never seen anything like this. It was so crazy, dude.
Damn, so you didn't get to see the Techno Viking walking around there?
No, I wish that would have fit in perfectly. I mean,
yeah,
I would
that
not have
music
been
there is like
surprised.
kind of what you listen to. It's like,
Yeah. There probably were some people dressed up. I didn't know Techno Viking back then. If you don't know what we're talking about, just go into YouTube and type in Techno Viking.
Exactly.
And you'll see the best anti-bullying commercial.
But damn, you want to know? Okay, so they got their police. All right.
Yes.
It's called what's it? Polizia?
That sounds right.
My God, dude, their women that work there are gorgeous. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, the cops?
Yeah, the female cops there.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh my God, she's hot. And then I was like, ooh, she's even hotter. I was like, damn, she's even hotter. But you know, but they're standing there, and next thing you know, it's like they're just carrying an MP5. I'm like, I'll still keep my distance and, you know, just admire the view.
So I'll go a little bit a different direction.
Go on.
There's convenience stores. So the one thing I loved about Vegas is that you don't have to put your drink down. If you got your drink, well, at least on the strip or downtown, you can take your drink, go to the next bar, go to the next casino. And I'm thinking, oh, this is super awesome Vegas rules. So I go to Germany, and my ex is like, let's go get some beers. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking we're going to go to the bar. So we walk into a convenience store, and she's like, what did you want? And I like the Fuhrer. I don't know how to say it. I always tried to be like, sound good when I say their words. I couldn't do it. Like, one of her friends was named Kirsten. Everybody in America called her Kristen because we couldn't say like Kirsten or something weird. Because I tried to say it once and they both laughed at me, so I never said it again. But so we buy our pints in this convenience store, just a little shop, and we walk out and there's a bottle opener hanging off the door, and she just pops it open. She hands it to me, and I just popped it open, and we just went walking down the street with our beers. And I was like, why can't we have this in America?
Yeah, I know, because over there, but then again, over there, maybe because beer is just like so openly there.
Yeah.
It wasn't
ever outlawed.
Exactly. So, but it's like, they have more, they're kind of like more responsible when it comes to drinking.
Yeah. Well, they start drinking younger too.
Yeah, but you don't see them like acting like, kind of like we do here in America, like a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah, let's when we go around the world and get drunk, that's why everybody thinks all Americans are jackasses. So there's the Kolsch was my favorite. Did you have a favorite beer? German beer?
I did, but it was something Eisbach or something called. It was I can't remember the damn name of it, but it's freaking delicious too. God, I wish I could go back and have that kind of beers.
But hey, everybody, send us money. We'll go and do a live podcast out of what, Berlin? We'll go to Berlin.
Anywhere, yeah. Yeah, because one thing is that I learned is that a lot of these pubs, they brewed their own beer.
Yeah.
So they had their own brand. And when you walked in there, it's like, okay, you go to another pub, they wouldn't have that same kind of beer that you ordered from this other pub.
Yeah.
Because it was like their own brand.
Yeah, let's talk really quick. Where you're talking about when you just walk out of one bar and go to the next.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot like that. There'd be like 8 in a row.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in college towns here you get that. This was just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just have it in one spot. It was like everywhere.
Yeah, and then you go there, you sit, eat. That's where I first had my gyro. First time I ever had a gyro.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Germany because you're walking out. It's like it's late at night. It's like, oh, let's go have a gyro because it was me and these two other Marines. We used to hang out with these girls. We used to call them Team Croatia and Greek alternate because it was like these 3 Croatian girls and this 1 Greek girl. And they kind of was like showing us around, and I'm still trying to figure out how we met him. I think the reason we met him because we met him at this one place called, no, it wasn't the Kangaroo. God, I can't remember the name of the freaking bar, but we went there. We started talking with them. It was like so easy to talk to these girls.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, easy. They weren't, how do you say, so standoffish, or it's like they weren't.
Well, from what I heard from guys that had been based in Germany, they were like, in America, it's all on the guy to make the first move.
Yeah,
but in Germany, if a girl likes you, she'll just come talk to you.
Yeah,
it's not like she needs to be talked up to it. That it's normal over there to act that way for them. And maybe that's why it's just easy to talk to everybody over there. I never had no problem talking to anybody over there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I mean, I would try to speak some German, and they would just laugh at me. But, that's what I was saying earlier about how I thought maybe it was easy for you to meet girls because you spoke English. There's one guy that I knew in the army. He was like, Sean, come, or Corkery, come to South Korea, move to South Korea with me. I'm going to open up a coffee shop and English learning center. You can just sit there and talk to girls. You get all the girls you want because you speak English. They will do anything to you because you will speak English to them. I was like, is it that easy? I don't think anything's that easy. I thought maybe that's how you got it all around. Have you ever been to the Hofbräuhaus here in Vegas?
No, I haven't. I always drove by it, or I always seen it. I was like, one day I'll go there, one day I'll go in there, but I've never been in there.
It's pretty neat. It's the only thing I really didn't like about it were the prices. Holy moly!
Really?
But it's right off the strip, and it's a specialty German place, so you'll be paying like, at Barley's kind of ruined drinking everywhere for us, for me anyway, because you can get a 32-ounce glass of beer there for $3.
Damn, what a steal!
What?
I go, damn, what a steal! Yeah, that's for sure.
But if Hofbrauhaus is $14, no matter which beer you get.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, geez. Because I went there, I wanted to get drunk, but then I saw the price. I don't know. I don't mind spending money, but if I know I can get it for 75% less somewhere else, I would be much happier no matter where it is. But yeah, no, the Hofbrauhaus is really nice. I suggest it. Everybody should experience once. They got a big hall in there, and there's literally just those long tables. And people, it's kind of like you said, people, you have to sit by somebody if you want to sit down at them. But usually groups of people go in there and sit with their groups. But you're kind of forced to sit at the same table as somebody else in a way. You might not be right by them, but I think that's cool. Maybe we should start. Maybe we should, when we go out to eat, we should just, hey, can we sit here? Or you didn't even ask. People just sat down.
Yeah, people just sat down.
Yeah. Maybe we should start that here. See how many times we're accepted. So I know it's not gonna work. So I have one final story. I don't know if you want to talk about anything else, but when you started talking about cops, it reminded me about my story. We just watched the movie Source Code. Have you seen the movie Source Code?
I don't think so.
No. Stars Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a fun. It's weird because I saw it in the theaters when it came out 2011, and I remember when I walked out of the theater and I saw that movie, I said to myself, "This is why you don't trust government." And when I watched it again, because somebody I was with hadn't seen it, this is very recent, I was like, why did I think that when I watched this movie? I'm like, there might be an alternate ending. So I don't, okay. I'm sorry, I got off. But in that movie, the main character played by Jake Gyllenhaal is sitting in a train, and the conductor, whoever comes up to him and needs to see his ticket. So I go over to Germany, my first time there, and my ex picks me up at the airport, and we go to the train station because I could fly for free into Dusseldorf, but then I had to take a train up to Cologne, and we walk by the ticket machine, so I start to pull out my money so I can buy a ticket. And she goes, "You don't need to do that. This is Germany or something." She's like, "Don't worry about that. They never check tickets." Dude, we get in the train starts to move. First thing that happens is the conductor comes out of the car, turns right to me, and needs to see my ticket. I didn't know what he said. And then she and him had this like 3-minute conversation, all in German. And I'm like, what? And she at one point she said, he needs your ticket. And I was like, okay. So they had this big old talk. I don't know what they said at all. And she goes, "You need to pay him 70 euros. I was like, 70 euros? It was like 8 euros back at the station. So I gave him 70 euros, and he gave me like a piece of paper. That's my ticket now. And I was like, I should have just bought the ticket. Like, I wanted to, because I've been in those situations before where like people tell me not to do something.
Yeah.
But I do it anyway. Because I know that the time I don't do it, I'm going to have to pay for it. And it happened there. So if you're in Germany and you're there with your girl or your guy or whoever, and they're saying, you don't need to buy no ticket, buy the ticket.
Dang, you should have looked at your girls like, well, pay for it.
I, to this day, have not received reimbursement. And I expect to not ever get reimbursed now that I think about it. But
okay, so one thing that they do have there also is indoor pools. You know how we have like like the public pools on certain areas, but now with communities, you you know, you have your public pool, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, over there too, they had like indoor public pools.
Okay.
So, you know, so we were going to the pool with a freaking, you know, Team Croatia and Greek alternate. And these were like Olympic sized pools, and they had like little water slides in there. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking nice. And the waters were warm.
Yeah, spas. Yeah.
And that's the first time where I'm like looking, and I was like, man. So you see like this big breasted hot chick. She's there. And I see her doing something, and what is she doing? She's untying her top. Next thing you know, she takes her top off. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And that's when I find out it's like, oh yeah, you know, these are topless pools. I was like, sweet. Man, I was like so happy. I was walking around with a big smile on my face, just looking at everybody, saying hello. You know? But I wasn't looking at the eyes.
And that's why people hate Americans. No, my ex said, do you want to go to the spa? And I'm like, I was a little fat at the time. I was like, and she's like, yeah, you have to get naked. And I was like, I don't want to go. She's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, okay. She said the one thing that made a lot of sense. Nobody here knows you. What's it going to matter? And I was like, okay. So we go in, you pay for your entry, you get a locker, everything, even like you can't go in there with a cell phone either. So that's cool. So nobody can snap pictures. And dude, it was weird because it was right in the middle of the city. It was like the doors led out to just this open area where there's buildings that are taller that people can see right in. And I was like, what? But then I look around and everybody's naked. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, I guess it's normal. After like the first minute, I was a little shell-shocked at first. But then we got into the pools. It was hot and all warm.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this feels so good. And then they had these shacks where it could fit like 50 people in at a time. And some worker would come in. She would hand us all the first time it was like little shots of honey.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something like there was milk the second time, some milk. But they would go up there and they said something for like 2 minutes in German. I didn't understand any of it. But then they took a towel and they would start whipping the towel around, and you had to drink your drink, and then they'd whip the towel around more, and then they would say something else. You were in there for like 10 minutes. And then, dude, when you walked out of there, it was like you were reborn. It was like you were coming out of the womb again, dude. And I was just like, I feel so good and relaxed. And then my ex was like, hey, they're doing that thing again. Do you want to go do it? I'm like, yeah. And yeah, this is the second time I went in there, and I was just like, what? It felt so weird. They put some special aroma stuff on the coals. So it was really hot and smelled really good. And you walked out again. I was like, oh my God, it felt so good. I want to go back just for that.
There you go.
And yeah, like at first I was like, there's boobs. But then after like 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, there's everybody's boobs. But the one we went to had like mostly older people anyway. Mostly. And yeah, I remember I was sitting on a chair, and I looked over to the right, and there was this guy's wiener like 2 feet from my face. He was like looking for his friends, and I'm looking at his wiener. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
So,
hey,
yeah.
buddy,
Yeah.
buddy, move that.
Like,
Come
what,
on,
are you doing?
come on, I gotta move that out of the way.
There's like 800 other square feet you could stand in. Why do you have to stand in my 2 square feet? I don't want your wiener there. So yeah, if you have a chance to go to Germany, I would say go.
I would say too.
And
yes, go.
especially if you speak Spanish. Was there a reason about all the Spanish speakers? Did you ever find out?
Oh, because in their schooling they had to learn 3 languages, so it's like their language and 2 others.
But why Spanish?
Some would speak Spanish because, you know, they go, well,
I mean, Spain's kind of far away from them.
yeah, but a lot of after World War II, you know, they kind of defected towards Argentina, Brazil. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so they all kind of went south of the border there, you know. So So a
Okay.
lot of them have kind of like families, there now. So,
How do you say Jew in Spanish?
Judío.
Juvio? Okay, and on that note, thank you for tuning in to Oh, It's On
With Juan.
and Sean, episode number 14, entitled just Germany. If you want, share your stories with us about Germany at OIOPod on Twitter or on Facebook, or email us at ohitsonpod@gmail.com. Juan, do you have any other closing words?
No, that's it.
All right, cool. If you liked us talking about our travels, let us know. We'll talk about them more. And until next time, remember, the mic could be on.